Alright, so here's some more videos of high tide here. We're just kind of walking around. That's Hope Island over there. We got Shabig, Great Shabig over there. We got the beach, we got more poison ivy and bittersweet. Here's some of my wood collections. This side of the island has been hammered with seaweed. I kind of wish it was on the other side so I could scoop it up to compost, but it just gets too hard where I can't get the wheelbarrow in, you know. But I have found a lot of wood. Last night we had a moon tide, which is 11 feet. The daytime high tide is like 9.4 or 5 or something like that. But I went around the island in the dark. I tried making a video, but my flashlight with the camera didn't really work out all that great. But I was flashlighting it out in the water at about 10:30, 11 o'clock last night, collecting wood. Brought my dog, she was kind of freaked out. This is a baby, what are you doing? It's my little dog. Part of my addiction took me hitchhiking across the country. I was clean for about a little short of 18 months. I had relapsed and I didn't tell anybody, and I picked up my 18-month medallion in bad faith, and just the shame and the guilt, I just couldn't stop using. So people started figuring it out, and I took off from Maine. I was gone about 5 years. And part of my travels, I ended up in Mississippi. A guy picked me up hitchhiking. He was a master plumber, and he gave me a place to live. I had my own bedroom and bathroom, and his dog ended up getting run over by a car. So he brought her home from the beer store, and then unfortunately he passed away. He was 53 years old. His name was Jerry Felipe or Philippi or something like that. I don't read good or nothing. But he was a great friend of mine. I stayed there about a year, just short of a year, and his family ended up selling the property, and I became homeless. Well, I moved in with one of his friends. It didn't work out. I ended up leaving and hitchhiking, and I inherited her. So she's been my little dog. We've hitchhiked all across the country together, and I decided to come back to Maine to get healthy again. And I've been back about, I think, 9 years now. So in those 9 years, I stumbled and I falled, and I've gotten back up, and I've kept on plugging along. The disease of addiction is an actual disease. It's medically proven. And the way I look at relapses and other diseases is that when somebody relapses, their disease comes out of remission. So when someone has cancer and their disease comes out of remission, we don't say, oh, you let me down, your cancer came back, your disappointment. They say, oh my gosh, your cancer came back, how can we help you? Same with addiction. When you relapse, it's just like cancer coming out of remission. How can we help you get back on track? Relapses happen with most people. So it's a huge epidemic, and the shame and the guilt makes it very hard for people to get back into it.